What's going on, folks?
What's going on? Mew here.
This is D. We're here from ReL TaK. So, Mew, what made you want to start a podcast, my man?
That's a good question. I just figured if you have something to say, it's easy to get on the internet and just start casting it.
True
So,
that.
There's been a lot of fake stuff that's been going on recently in the world, and it's called ReL TaK. We're here to speak the truth, right?
True
We're
that.
here to speak the truth, and it's on a variety of subjects. Most of it, I guess, would be opinionated, but
I think part of the reason I got into ReL TaK with you is because, we're going to be talking about anything and everything. There's no subject untouched. There's nothing that we're not willing to talk about.
I'm here to offend you. I'm here to offend you. I'll say it because at some point we're gonna offend somebody anyway. So I'm gonna go ahead and just put it out there right now. I'm here to offend you. It's not me wanting to do that on purpose, but however you want to look at it, you may or may not get offended. It's really up to you. But that's why it's called ReL TaK. So,
you know what? Let's just get this out the door, just straight out the gate. What nationality are you, Mia?
I'm mixed. I'm Hispanic and Asian. What about you?
I too am mixed. I am half black, African American, Ubuntu, whatever you want to call it, and half white.
That's mixed. That's pretty cool.
So as you can see, we pretty much cover the spectrum of people. So what we say, take offense if you want to. Take offense, even if you don't want to. We don't care. So let's get into our first subject, my man. What do you want to start with today?
If we had to start somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
we had to start anywhere. Should we jump off the deep end first?
Let's just dive. Let's just dive off the deep end, bro.
Let's not jump off the deep end. Oh. Let's start off with some happy subjects.
All right, what do you got?
The fuck do y'all think about
Dogecoin.
I think that shit's nice. I made some pretty pennies off Dogecoin.
Here's the thing with Doge is it is a crypto, okay? And a lot of people don't understand how crypto works. So why don't you get into kind of explaining to them what crypto is, how it works, and we'll debate about it.
Well, in simple terms, consider crypto e-money or e-money, e-coin.
Okay. You translate that into
you can buy goods and services. Some places take Bitcoin. It's kind of like using your Visa, I guess, in a sense.
What is it backed by? Is there like gold, diamonds, cash? What's backing the coin?
If I'm right, we as a community would back it, just like we as a community back the fucking dollar, the federal dollar.
A little bit louder, man. I don't think they can hear you.
It don't work. It's working.
It's working? I don't know if they can hear you though, bro. I'm talking pretty quiet.
Fuck.
You good though?
It's loud.
It's loud.
It's loud? How loud?
Oh man. Okay, so taking the fact that Doge is backed by, let's say, the American dollar, right? Or is it backed by gold? Or is it backed by hopes and dreams? What the fuck is it?
All of it. If I had to comment, can I say all of it?
Absolutely.
I mean,
say what you want to say, man.
I guess you could say it's backed by all of it. I mean, the only reason why I bought into it is because I know that it can make money. I know that it can make me money over time if I buy into it, right? But I mean, again, timing any investment is really hard.
Yeah, but you gotta be willing to be patient as well when it comes to coin, because it can take a long time for it to start actually hand over fist and money.
That big win big.
Yeah,
that's what I did the first time. As wild as that sounds,
was it strategic or was it luck though? That's the thing,
I mean, I wouldn't consider it luck. I mean, I use it as logic. Over the course of time, like I knew putting money in let's say you put X amount in,
Mm-hmm.
I knew that win or lose, it was whatever. I also took into consideration what was the possibility of it actually hitting 5 cents. That's how I.
It's well over 5 cents, my man.
Yeah, like from the initial jump when it was under a penny. Like, what was the initial? How likely is it to hit 5 cents?
I don't know.
That's all. That's really what I thought about, and in my head, I looked at it as very likely.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. This is not dogging Bitcoin or whatever, because I think it's genius on either way you look at it, for like the evolution of currency and or making more of the fiat currency that you already own, if you don't understand it completely. I mean,
can you use your coin, your eCoin, your Dogecoin to buy goods and services?
That would be that's up to the people. That's up to the companies.
Can you pay for OnlyFans with Dogecoin?
Can we pay for? I mean, I bet you if you come to some on OnlyFans, you maybe maybe that could be cool though.
Get paid in stock, or in a eCoin, which technically is being paid in a potential stock because it in flux, it has up and down, so really depending on what it is would depend on, what it's worth,
I think cryptocurrency has a long way to go before it.
Are you the kind of guy that's going to slide your card through the crack of a stripper's ass, or are you the kind of guy that's going to give her hard cash money?
Strippers, don't you throw bands? You don't swipe credit cards? You don't swipe credit cards. You don't swipe a fucking credit card. What? We don't do that.
Okay.
I mean, you could, but no.
You could.
I'm not doing that.
I'm pretty sure they don't have card readers on their cheeks, bro. I'm just saying.
So you buy them a bag or buy them something nice. I don't know. Throw cash money.
Yeah. So I'm gonna get into a little story. This is just totally off subject and off the wall. But so I got this buddy, right? This homeboy of mine. Shout out to Joey. What up, JJ? Anyway, he loves strippers, and strippers love him back. And it's a problem. See, because he'll go to the strip club and he'll end up leaving with a stripper, which is okay. That's whatever. She'll deal. But then he ends up in a relationship with them, which of course is not the best type of relationship to be in. They always end up sour, But how do you feel about somebody that's compelled and is drawn to these, these performers in that way? Knowing that the line of work that they're in is not the best line of work to be in a relationship. You know what I mean?
I'm pretty sure there are stripper moms out there.
There's a lot, but that ain't got nothing to do with it.
Just like they got like porn star people in relationships. They got porn stars in relationships. What makes a difference if the stripper was in a relationship? I mean, I guess you really would have to ask the guy how he feels. If you're asking me, would I be cool if my girl was a stripper?
Yeah,
I'd be all right. But
you think you'd be okay?
I'd be all right.
You don't think that there would be any distrust or anything like that?
I would respect that hustle.
Respecting the hustle is okay, but do you think that you could truly believe and trust that she's coming home to Poppy at the end of the day?
She could be faithful. That's hard. These hoes ain't loyal.
That's what I'm saying.
And I don't even mean that in like.
Hey, you can mean it with any way you want, man. This is our shit. You do what you do, bro.
What did Meek Mill say? He said, "Never trust a bitch that'll fuck you for some purses." Well, I was out here fuck for a few bags.
Yeah, that's true. Burger and some fries.
I don't know. That's a little touchy. I don't know. I've never been in that position where I could like.
I can tell you right now, I would not be okay with that. That is not in my repertoire.
I've never been in that situation where I was like, damn, I want to be in a relationship with a stripper. She's a stripper. I don't know. I mean, I respect the line of work, and
what if you met a girl? Okay, you meet her out in the out in the ether, and and you hit it off. Y'all are cool. You talking it up. Mixing it, and she's like, "Oh, well, I work nights." You know what I mean? You're like, "Oh, that's cool." I respect it. At least you got a job. You have to hustle, whatever. You're doing your thing. But then you get into this relationship. You just think she just works nights. You know what I'm saying? She's working nights, homie. And then come to find out, she doesn't work nights, but she's working nights as an exotic dancer or stripper, or in an OnlyFans factory, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, how would you feel about that?
Like, she didn't tell me, like.
She told you she works nights. She didn't give you a specific on what she does, and you didn't ask a specific on what she does. She just said she works nights.
I didn't ask. Usually I ask, but if you're telling me if I didn't ask.
Yeah, you did. Let's just put it out there like, you forgot to ask this time or whatever.
How do I bring it up? I find out that she's a stripper, and I'm like, oh, you strip.
You find out she's a stripper from somebody, somehow, some way. Would you still be like, this is still the girl that I met out on the Ave?
Yeah.
She's cool, dope ass chick. She seems to be straight, legit. You know what I mean?
She'll obviously have a reason why she did not tell me, right?
Correct. I mean, you would think maybe.
Nights.
Maybe.
I mean, I'd still be cool with it because it's the girl that I met from the jump, not the girl I actually met in the joint.
I respect that. All right. It's respectful. I mean, I get that.
But even me finding out that she's a stripper, I mean, everybody deserves chances, right? Like,
I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with look. You're putting this in the light. I'm not trying to put it on. I'm not saying that you're a bad person.
No.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that you're a bad person. I'm not saying that there's not a dude out there that he's cool with that. That's all good. I'm saying you personally. Like, what is your personal outlook on it? Not
dating a stripper.
Yeah. Is it something that you could legit come home to her every day, or she come home to you, and she gets in the bed with you? You know what I'm saying? Like, is that cool with you?
If you're asking me at this time and place right now,
yeah,
I'd be cool with it.
You think so?
Because
I don't know.
I would be cool with it. I think that's no different than a chick having an OnlyFans. What's the difference? Imagine you dating an OnlyFans girl making millions a year. What? I'm good.
But at some point, doesn't the relationship become more sacred than the money?
No. What?
No.
No.
You don't think at some point you're gonna be like, yo, if we go
wait, I would be like, hey, turn this. No, I would not tell her to do that. No, she's gonna do what she does, and if she's still doing that while we have a lovely relationship,
would you join her? Would you join her on the OnlyFans?
If she told me to fuck her on cam on OnlyFans, I'll do it straight up.
All right.
That's legit.
No doubt. That's legit.
My girl asked me if I do that for her on cam.
Of course, right?
Why not?
Yeah,
that's your girl.
I'm down for that.
Why would you not do that?
I'm down for that 100. I respect that 100%.
I'm gonna respect your judgment.
There's a big difference between like the OnlyFans and stripping though too. You know what I mean? Like there's a big difference.
They dancing on a pole.
But there's more to it than that. There's more to it than that. You entertain these folks. I'm gonna be right back.
I don't know what happened. I have no idea what just happened. I gotta forgive my colleague out here. He's always talking crazy. I guess that's a perfect. You know what? That's a perfect place to start right there. Y'all comment below. Comment below how you feel about dating an OnlyFans girl. That shit is wild. Okay, the real question would be, or the thought process would be, imagine dating an OnlyFans girl who made 6 figures, 7 figures, 8 figures, whatever. Imagine however many figures you want. And tell me if that's just not Tell me how you would personally feel about that. I mean, it's crazy out here. But shout out OnlyFans for real though. And shout out to the bad bitches on OnlyFans.
A little bit of a technical difficulty. We got it all squared away though. All right, folks. Sorry about that. Now, I don't know what you just said, man. I don't know. I just came back. What's
Shout
up?
out
What's
to
up?
OnlyFans. Bad bitches on OnlyFans.
Shout out. Okay. Okay.
I have no discrimination on dating a stripper.
No
I've
discrimination.
never dated a stripper personally right now in this lifetime, but I don't have any prejudices towards it. If that opportunity was to present itself.
Okay. That's how you feel about it.
That's how I feel about it.
Okay. Respect. So now we're gonna go to a whole nother level. We're just running with this one, man. I don't even care. I'm just running with it.
Okay, go.
It's our first cast. We're gonna hit with the bangers, bro. Just right at the
Let's go.
All right.
Go ahead.
Since you brought up the porn star thing, let's talk about that.
Porn stars?
Yeah.
Like with how I said there's porn stars who have husbands.
Or married or boyfriend. Yeah, whatever. You know what I'm saying? How do you feel about that situation? Do you think that it's legit? Do you think that that's I don't know.
I mean,
that it's respectful, that it's disrespectful,
they
that
all have
is what it is. You know what I mean? How do you feel about it, man?
Me like being married to a porn star,
Just dating, even.
dating a porn star.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that too.
Knowing that when she leaves the house, she's about to go get gangbanged. How that make you? How that make you feel, dog? Have a good day at work. You lying like a motherfucker.
Have a good day at work. Like we already know what this is.
No, you lying.
But it's like
You would not kiss her on the cheek and say, "Have a good day at work, honey. Bye."
I haven't been in that situation really much either. I don't think I would ever find myself in that situation.
What if you hypothetically found yourself in that situation?
But they don't like. It's wild.
What if you met Becky? Becky
now-
is so cool. Becky is so fine, but Becky's a fucking porn star.
I'm hitting.
I'm not saying. I'm not saying would you hit. I'm saying
like what I love.
would you be able to give her a kiss and say, "Have a good day at work, baby. I'll see you tonight."
Yeah, I'm good with that.
And then her come home, and then y'all still have your romance too. You know what I'm saying?
She still like. That's
How do you feel
That's
about
her line of work. I could respect that.
You're lying.
I could respect that.
Dog, you are lying
I
right
could
now.
Respect that.
Okay.
I can respect that. She's a porn star. All right, my wife's a porn star. It's amazing.
Now, I'm just going to put this out there for everybody that's out there. There is a decade gap between our ages, okay? And
it's talking fucking crazy now. But it's not crazy.
It seems crazy to me.
It's not crazy.
That's not crazy?
It's not crazy.
I don't know what people think. I don't know if people think that's just fucking crazy.
How do you feel if your wife was a porn star? That's the question. That's the
wife? Man, I'm just a girlfriend. Just somebody that you are in a you can't even say a monogamous relationship because that ain't happening. If you were dating, married to, engaged to, whatever. Somebody in the industry, like someone that is physically in the industry, not just like, I don't know, a camera dude or something, a camera chick, but like somebody that's
active in the industry.
And
do they get paid a lot of money? That's the real question.
I don't know. I have no clue.
I don't know.
I have no
clue. I must have to really love her.
I've never been in the game, so I don't know what they get paid.
How would you feel? How would you feel about being in the game? I think that'd be cool shit too. I think that'd be some real cool shit.
Real talk. When I lived in California,
that would be like
I was 18 or 19, and I was in Santa Barbara, and I used to go to LA like on the weekends and stuff all the time. It's not that far, and I passed by a couple of predominant names, pornography places, okay, and 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 I had a legit thought at the time to like, you know what, I'm gonna just go in this. I'm just go in the building and be like, how do I try out? You know what I mean? Like, how do I try out? Because I don't know nothing about the game. I don't even know how you get into it. So I like, fuck it, maybe I'll just walk in and say, hey,
where do I audition?
How do I try out? Like, I don't even know how it works. But I did not do that because that would have got me kicked out of the military, because you're not allowed to be in that type of industry while you're in the military. If they catch you, you can get kicked out. So, but I did honestly have a real hard thought on, no, but I wonder if I could get into
that'd be crazy. Like,
I
think that would be crazy.
I've heard a lot of horror stories too, though. You know, I've heard, now this is just hearsay, I don't know anybody in the industry, nothing like that, but I've heard that they start you out like at the bottom of the barrel. I don't know what that means exactly, but I'm assuming that it means some crazy stuff, man. You know. What do you think?
You say bottom of the barrel, like
I don't know. I don't have any statistics to base this off of. I don't have any hard evidence, but like, you know, you gotta,
like, you fucking dudes or something.
You gotta. I don't.
What?
I don't know, bro. Or let's say you're not fucking dudes. Let's say you're like bottom of the barrel, and man, you're scraping the bottom of that drum, and they pulled up some. You know,
I was looking at it.
You gotta step your game up to get to the upper echelon. You know what I'm saying? So you don't start at the top, you start at the bottom.
I guess
and you gotta work your way up.
We went too far out.
I
was only looking at it as, I think it'd be pretty badass waking up fucking the biggest bitches. The biggest and baddest bitches.
The biggest bitches? What do you mean the biggest bitches?
Like the biggest bitches in the game. Like,
no, I feel
the best ones in the industry. Like, you're like, it's almost like an honor. Hey man, about to do a scene with so and so. Like, wow. It's almost like actors movies together, right?
Yeah, I mean it's a different industry though. It's not the same type of industry, you know.
I mean, again, it's still work of art, still a form of work. Like,
we're gonna have to call somebody who's more informed on this subject and maybe get some information so that we can bring this up at a later date to actually find out, you know, like what it would take. I guess I don't know.
Because you would want to begin.
Nah, man,
he's trying to begin his career. All right, man, I'm good with that.
I told you I had a thought when I was a young buck. But
I have no issue with dating a stripper or a porn star.
Okay, since we're on this whole porn thing, I guess we're just gonna roll with it. Fuck it. You know that a lot of women that get into the game on that side of things, a lot of them are just used, abused, and sent away wet. You know what I mean? What do you think about that? How do you feel about that? What's your take on it, I guess? Like the ones that don't make it. You know what I mean? The ones that get in it but don't make it. They make, 100 films with them, and then like, you washed up, or you ain't no good. Bye.
I mean, that's the business. I guess that's what you call this business. It's almost just like acting. Like, motherfuckers go to Hollywood all the time. Like, oh man, I want to go to Hollywood and be in the next big ass film. But you go, some of them make it, some of them don't. Majority of them don't.
I suppose. But this is, I don't know. I see it.
Are you doing it just because
I'm seeing it from a different perspective. You know what I mean?
I guess the audition is different. You're not reading lines and because you're cast for a movie, you getting fucked in your film, so they already know why they're there. I mean, do you really call it used? And
I mean, I don't know.
I mean, they know why they're there.
I've watched some documentaries. Bro. And some of these documentaries have some of these, these girls that washed out the game or whatever, and they talk about how like it was so horrible and detrimental for them. They got them living in a house with 10 other women that are all trying to get in the industry, and they're all filming like every day, da 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 da. And then they're like, "All right, we got enough film from you. Bye." What do you think?
That's the industry.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not in that industry, but I could imagine that's. I still compare. No,
it is what it is, right?
Like coming out, auditioning for.
It'd be like if you were going for like the NBA or something, right? There's the guys that make it, and there's the ones that don't.
Like, it's
but they still play basketball. Is that what you're trying to say?
Like the kids who go to college all the way, go enter the draft, and don't get drafted.
Yeah.
I mean, look, they've been doing it their whole lives.
And they put the effort in, they tried, they didn't make it.
There you go.
So it is what it is. You can sit and cry about it, or you can move on with your life, right?
That's kind of harsh, but in simple terms, yeah. I mean,
it's kind of harsh.
We have to live with that.
So. Yeah. Okay. All right. So, Mew would be down to date a stripper. He's down to date a porn star. He's down to get down on OnlyFans, which I'm down for that too. I mean, if that's your lady and she on OnlyFans and she's like, "Yo, come over here and do this with me," all right, then I'm down.
Even if she wasn't my lady and she asked me on her OnlyFans, I said, "What? No cut."
I mean, to an extent, I suppose. I mean, it ain't just gonna be anybody, right? They're gonna be like, "Hey, man, come on in the house. I'm in OnlyFans. I need you to touch me real quick." You gonna do that?
What? That's a little wild.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. You're not saying anybody. You're saying that, the opportunity presented itself and it was the right situation.
Even let's say hypothetically she came up. How would you feel if the girl that you're talking to didn't tell you she had OnlyFans?
I'd be disappointed.
Does that
I'd be disappointed. It'd be a red flag for sure. Like, yo, why didn't you just tell me the truth?
And then what if the stripper girl gave you the same response? She, hey, hung out. I do this and this.
Uh-huh.
What if she had a real daytime job, but she stripped on the side?
Just a side hustle kind of thing? I don't know how I feel about it, man. I'm real about. I don't know.
She told you she was teaching by day.
I don't know. What do you think? How do you think? Let me put this on a whole. Let's flip this on its head. What if a woman was dating you and you were a male stripper on the side, or that was your only job, whatever? How do you think she would feel about that if you was like, "Yeah, I work nights"? You know what I'm saying? What do you think the dynamics of that would be?
I think honestly, I would just tell her, like, if we would have hit it off at a place, I'd just tell her straight out the gate, like, what do you do for work? Because that's one of those questions that they ask you.
Do you think that at first it would be cool? She'd be like, "Yeah, I'm dating this male stripper. He doing his thing, da 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 da." But once the relationship got deep, you think she's still gonna be okay with that shit?
I mean,
or you think she's gonna be like, "Yo, you need to find something else to do because I don't like these bitches out here looking at you, touching on you, and all that shit."
It depends on her. I mean, the ultimate decision really depends on her. My only thing was to tell her.
I mean, the ultimate decision relies on you because it's your choice whether you do it or not. She can't tell you not to do it. You know what I mean?
If I was a male stripper and I found something better that was paying me better, yeah, I'd stop. Okay, but it's not like.
But what if she came to you and said, "I can't do this no more. You doing the finger wave at you and snapping all that shit." Right. Would you be okay with that? Would you be like, "All right, baby, you know what? You're right. Our relationship is more important than stripping." Or would you tell her she's got to go? Would you be like, "You got to go"?
All right, bet.
We're through.
You're gone.
My man's a savage.
I mean, I get it's the real. These answers only have to be given by the person who's dating that person.
Well, yeah, absolutely. That's not that person. This is all hypothetical. There's obviously. Are you a male fucking stripper on the side? Because I mean, damn, bro, I don't know. No. Okay, good. No. Good.
Not a male stripper.
Good. Hey, they made a movie about this. This right here, American Honey. We are not sponsored, but I'm feeling like an American Honey right now. So
shout out OnlyFans. I'm still gonna say that for a very long time.
OnlyFans. Well, you're an idiot.
Shout out OnlyFans.
Have you even been on OnlyFans, dog? Do you even know what OnlyFans is? I've never been on it, so I don't have a fucking clue what I'm talking
On
about.
the internet, my brother sent me this thing and a message.
Let's get that out the way. Your brother sent you what?
Like, show me this thing on OnlyFans, like the top artists and stuff. That's how I knew. I was like, man, these are girls.
Well, how much paper are they making? I'm just inquiring.
I read not too long ago that there was a cop, a military girl, or a teacher.
Uh-huh.
One of them, I think, honestly, it was like all three. They got on OnlyFans, started making crazy money.
Yeah.
And it's wild. You're like, you don't have to, like, if you don't have to do nothing, which is crazy to me in my head. Like, they're just willing to pay to see it.
Am I gonna make more money on my OnlyFans than I am doing what I do right now?
I'm not a professional in this market. I'm just saying they got bad bitches making mad money on OnlyFans. That is all I'm saying.
I'm just saying I'm willing to show a nipple for a little bit of money. That's all I'm saying.
Start your OnlyFans.
How about you?
No.
If a motherfucking woman was like, if a fucking woman was like, yo, you should start an OnlyFans and I'll start sending you money. You know, da da da. Would you do it?
No, but she could be my sugar mama if she's doing that.
You wouldn't do it?
No.
What? You wouldn't do it for her and all her friends and all that shit because she'd be out there pimping. What's the difference? Hold on. What's the fucking difference? What's the fucking difference? What's the difference? What's the difference if you with a girl fucking her on her OnlyFans or you just have your own and you get money on your own? What's the difference?
If I wouldn't know what to do on OnlyFans.
You just said you don't have to do anything.
But these girls, it looks like, I mean, it's all subjective. You call it what you want.
It's all subjective. Nothing is not subjective. Nothing is nothing, okay? Nothing is nothing.
If a girl posts
so they're doing something, right?
Posts a pic in a bikini. Haven't you heard of the phrase, a picture is worth 1,000 words? That's what it is on OnlyFans.
Yeah.
OnlyFans is worth 1,000 words.
Is it just photos? Is it just photos, or is it video? Like, what's the, or is it both?
I'm pretty sure you can do both. Some girls may fuck on the
What if I started a website called Lonely Fans and all they did was write back and forth?
Hey, no cap, that might pop off. Like lonely motherfuckers out here.
That's what I'm saying.
You might want to coin that. Somebody
here. Trademark.
Can't you already do that? That's already a site. Like when you get connected with some random person,
and they just talk.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The feds crack down on some bullshit like that.
I don't know. That sounds like some
what website? No, a website like
pimp out type shit.
A website like that actually exists, where you get to like connect with random people around the world.
Really?
Yeah. I gotta find it. I'll look it up later.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now. Me personally,
you don't like OnlyFans.
I ain't dating no stripper.
You don't want no stripper.
I'm saying I ain't dating no stripper. I ain't kissing no fucking porn star. Have a nice day, baby. So she could go out. That ain't happening, partner. I'm not. Definitely not okay with it. Like, that's not okay. If I'm in a relationship with somebody, then I'm in a relationship with them. That's my person. I'm their person. You know what I'm saying? If you want to go out and, you know, strip for other folks, you want to show them all your goodies and all that shit, then we don't need to be together. You go show them your goodies on your own. You know, them goodies is supposed to be for me. Them's my goodies right now. You know what I'm saying? And my goodies is your goodies right now. There's a line there and you don't cross that line. You know what I'm saying? Now, if it was just like some random person and I wasn't in a relationship with them and there was a stripper or whatever, then yeah, you know, it is what it is. Would I have sexual intercourse? Well, probably.
He said,
you know what I'm saying?
Probably.
But am I going to get in a relationship with that person? Fuck no. Fuck no. And you're lying if you say you are. I know it. I don't care what you say. You're lying.
Relationship? We ain't getting married. Like, what?
You said spouse at one point. You said your wifey was a porn star that you were saying, have a good day at work, baby.
No, I said there are like people who do that. Like there are people
I know.
who do that.
I know, but I don't get those people, man. I mean, it's not my job to understand them and to get their psyche and all that shit, but there's something wrong with that motherfucker. That's all I got to say. We're here to piss the world off. If you're one of them dudes out there and you see this shit, I don't fucking care. Fuck you. You're fucking lying. You're worth more than that bitch is treating you. And fuck that. And you're
the only
OnlyFans girl, that's kind of different because there's no physicalness to it. It's just like out there in the stratosphere.
It's wild.
You know what I'm saying? It's just out there in the stratosphere. Motherfuckers can look or they cannot look. It kind of, it is what it is.
I respect the game.
It's a different aspect to the hustle, and I don't know how I feel about that type of hustle, to be honest with you, because I don't know. It's kind of just like
making money. I respect that hustle.
If I'm showing my fingernails and dudes are sending me money for flapping my fingernails and shit, or showing you goodies, whatever it is, like they can't necessarily pinpoint you out of a crowd and be like, I know that bitch, she's the one from OnlyFans looking at nails. You see how she do that? That's the one that do that. You know what I mean? You can't do that. Whereas, stripping and porn and that stuff, if I'm walking around with my girl and she's stripping and dude's like, oh, I seen you at the club, I'll be like, that right there is a mark. That's a negative mark on me because I'm the buster walking around with a chick that was just flashing her shit to homeboy over here. That's a negative mark on me.
Homeboy also paid for that Rolls Royce stuff.
What Rolls Royce? I have yet to see a stripper roll around a Rolls Royce.
Hey, for the Rolls Royce, like
what Rolls Royce?
I'm just making that as a hypothetical.
Well, then he could be. She need to be with him. She need to be with him anyway. I mean, the motherfucker that paid for a Rolls Royce, go be with him. You don't need to be with me, shit. Go be with that old crusty motherfucker. You don't need me, shit. I'm not gonna be your eye candy, bitch.
I don't know. Maybe it's just a gap thing.
The age gap thing?
No problem. If she told me she was in porn, all right, bet. Her sex game must be great.
Jesus Christ.
If she was stripping, we know she's probably flexible.
What if, okay. I could see that possibly being a thing if she was like an ex-stripper or an
she's making
porn star.
Money.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Ex-stripper, ex-porn star, that's different. That's in the past. You got to forgive him for that. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't do nothing to change that shit. You know what I'm saying?
You say.
But if they're doing it today, like with me, if you're doing that shit, fuck you. Hell no.
You can't say. You let them do what they
Captain Save a hoe out here. I'm not trying to save anybody. I'm saying it's a no-go. I'm saying it's a no-go, bro. I am not going to be with a bitch that is out there showing the goodies to all the homies. That's not happening. That's not happening. Especially one that's out there fucking with people. Oh no, that is not happening, bro. You expect me to be like, how was the gangbang, baby? How was the gangbang today? Did they get you good? Did they get you good? You got come on your baby? Did they get you good? Good. All right, I love you, baby. Oh, I love you. Hell the fuck no. You tripping.
That's wild.
You tripping.
They are crazy. It's crazy.
You tripping. This man right here said he gonna lick the cum off her face and invite her into bed.
I never said that.
No, that's not what I said. But
I never said that.
I'm ad-libbing. I'm ad-libbing a little bit, but that's practically what she says. Like, it's okay as long as she showers and comes home to me. It's all good, right?
But we don't love them. We're only talking about dating them.
Okay, so there's no potential there, is what you're saying. So it's basically you just cutting on the side.
If that's
she comes home, you cut, you dip out, go to your own place. Y'all don't live together. Y'all completely separate.
Like
you just hit each other up when you feel it.
Said, right? Date the girls who are doing this. We can date.
All right,
we can date.
Fair enough.
What's the difference between her having a porn star and some regular old chick who got mad hoes? She fucking you and she fucking another dude. Like,
Well, that's not supposed.
It's private. It's not publicly like out there. She put it on video. Like, I mean, it's the same concept. Like,
you just dropped some knowledge real quick. Hold on. That's a good point. That is a good point.
What do you want from me? Like,
that is a good point, actually, right there. Because you know that there's ones out there that be all around.
What I just said,
you know,
like,
that's true.
You know what? Like, think of like, I mean, so can you really? If I'm putting in mind, if I put myself in that position where my girl, I know knowingly, at least you are knowingly aware of what she's getting into. Like,
yeah.
You know,
I'll give you
this
that.
is what it is. It's no different than the chick hoeing around like on the road.
That's true.
I just met up with dude this morning. Homeboy bought me lunch. I got a date tonight. I fucked all three. Like,
fair enough. You know what? You know what? You converted me. That's fair enough. I'm not converted to the point where I would like.
That's why.
I don't know if I would. I couldn't actually be with somebody like that, but I'm not saying that there is not people out there that are doing it.
That's why you said like,
and
if the opportunity,
I can't fight you on that too.
I said
I can't fight you on that. You're right. You know what? You're right. You're right. So if you're out there and you a hoe, Alex is your man.
I don't care if you hoeing.
My man Mew has got you.
I don't care if you hoeing.
My man Mew has got you. Don't be hoeing around me, goddammit. I ain't trying to get nothing from you.
It's most like I possibly may do the same, but again, it's all subjective in where the relationship actually goes. But I mean, just like what's happening in today's age, there's not a lot. Like, at least in what I'm experiencing right now with my time era or generation of women.
What do you find with your generation? I'll tell you what I'm finding with mine after you go though.
They're like, and it goes both ways. Like, I don't know if it's just because like it's cool to talk about fucking somebody's bitch or having hoes and stuff like that, but like what I don't understand is how can one person say like they want one thing, but they
do another thing.
But they act like they really want another. Like, why would you go off and be in an actual relationship and then you got hoes? You know what I mean? Like, you telling somebody like you want to be this and this, and you yearn for whatever type of monogamous relationship. You know,
but you're not monogamous.
But you're out here fucking off. You know what I mean?
No, I can't.
That's something that I don't get, and I get maybe it may be a trend or whatever, but like I think right now you got to accept. Do
you think it would be better if they were just real with you? If they were just like, look, I'm a hoe. You know, I like you.
You know what I don't. You know
what I'm saying? I'm a hoe, but I like you. So let's be hoes.
What I don't like right now in this era of time is how, and it can go for both male and female. I'm not even just singling out just the female, because guys do it too. If you're gonna hoe around, own it. If somebody done called you a hoe, own it. If you know you're hoeing, own it. Yeah. I don't like the ones who are hoeing for real, like hoeing and
denying it.
They're like, nah, I don't do that. Like, I'm not like that. Like, that's just wrong, man.
Yeah, I get that.
That's just stupid.
Do you think it would make things better if they was just like, look, I'm a hoe?
I wouldn't put it like that.
I'm interested in you. I'm a hoe.
No.
We can hoe.
Not like that. I mean, in context, like how I said, like she's fucking you.
Yeah.
And she's fucking old dude on the side not telling you.
And saying like, oh, I love you. I want to be with you. We need to,
like,
I want to be monogamous with you and da-da-da. But then she's on the other side.
It would be so much more easier from the jump if you were like, look, this is what it is. I'm just trying to fuck. You know what I mean? If it's like that, then the end. And you know where it is from the jump. Just like I told you, you know exactly where it's
then you just fuck buddies the jump or whatever, right? Because you're both in it together. You both know what's going on.
You know exactly where it's going on.
You both know what's going on. You're not necessarily.
Too much lying.
You're not feeling like you're in something that you're not.
Yeah,
I got you. No, I can't say that.
But if it's gonna be like that from the jump, let it be like that from the jump. Like, you can't play the game like, yeah, we're gonna be like, I want to be in a relationship with you, but not in a relationship with you. Yeah. If you talk to someone else, I'm gonna get mad. Like, no. It's gotta be straight from the rip. And that's how I do it. That's how I always done it. Like, you're gonna know from the jump if I'm talking to other females. Yeah. Like, I'm gonna let you know straight out the gate, You're not the only one.
Yeah, you're not the only one. You might have the opportunity to be at some point, but you gotta.
You're not the only one.
Yeah,
and it's no disrespect. I'm like, oh man, he's just mad playing him. No, it's not even really like that because I don't even really fuck around with him like that.
Well, if you're being straight from the jump,
but let's say
let's
just say, okay, so right now I'll put it out there, just so it seems like he may be covering some shit. I'll go and put it out there right now that I have no significant other. So me speaking on the subject is me speaking from the single point of view.
Yeah,
my single point of view is right now in the dating game. If me and you hit it off and we start talking, we're like, it has to be said. There has to be verbal communication on.
You're hearing it first here.
You want to? I'm only going to be dating you.
Yeah, that's got to be from Jump Street.
Like, yeah, I'm good with just only seeing you. Like, there has to be some sort of conversation there, or some sort of sign that tells me.
And it's got to be mutual, right?
I mean, like that.
It has to be mutual.
Let's say
because if she doesn't appreciate.
Let's say she said that to me, and I wasn't with it. Now I want to date the other women. I want to date other women in this process. If she wasn't with it, then we're done. Like we wouldn't.
There's no point for you to continue.
Yeah, there's no point of us to continue and like to lead her on to like, you know what I mean? I'm cool cutting the cable, but if she told me, yeah, I'm open to having, or I'm open to seeing other people while we're doing our thing or whatever, you're not gonna learn everything about someone on the first date, the second, the third, fourth. That shit takes time.
Yeah,
you know
absolutely.
what I mean? Like, and I'm not saying that love at first sight doesn't exist, because
I mean, does it though?
People have some crazy stories.
Does it though?
Like 50 fucking years. This shit's wild.
But does it though? Does love at first sight actually mean something, or is it just like a saying that people use to try to butter it up?
If they got together and literally not think about how the people across the country get married, where they're arranged. Motherfuckers is married forever.
That's not love at first sight. They don't even fucking know each other.
That's some wild shit.
They haven't even seen each other. Now, most of the time, they haven't even seen each other. How is that love at first sight? It's not love at first sight. That's being forced to figure out how to love.
They grow into it.
But do they? Because they also have polygamy and stuff like that, where motherfucker have multiple wives. You know what I'm saying?
If we went off it, literally, yeah, I tell you that it exists.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't believe it does, because I know that there are things in life that can. I'm not saying that they always do, but there's things in life that can disrupt that love at first sight thing. Like, if I see somebody, I'm like, ooh, I love her. She sees me, so ooh, I love him, right? We get together. We've been together. We get married. Kids, how all the bullshit, right? You get through all that shit, and then, and then her mom dies or something, and she goes off the fucking deep end, right? That's that. You can get through it. You can. You absolutely can. But are you willing to? And that happens a lot too. Well, you have motherfuckers that have been married for 30 years and they get divorced. Like, y'all been get 30? What the fuck you getting divorced for? You've been married for 30 years. It happens all the time.
Shit happens.
That's what I'm saying. So is love at first sight real, or is it just like a thing that people say?
No, I'm still telling you that I still believe that that's real.
Okay.
And
fair enough.
You're bringing in like, oh, it ends.
I'm bringing in life. Yeah, life can change that dynamic.
I'm going into the fact that I'm speaking on the ones that have that happen to them and they're still with their significant other till this day.
Let me tell you something. We're gonna go back to the era of our generations. Okay, let's get into my generation. All right. So, just to put it out there, I too am single. I don't have a significant other, anything like that currently. So this is coming from my perspective. I am single. I'm not really out there like I used to be when I was young and single, But anyway, what I find from meeting people my age, like today, right, is a lot of the women my age are, they're looking for somebody that is a long-term kind of a thing, They're not. Well, I can't say that either. There are some out there that are just looking to get a piece. Okay, they are out there, and it is true. But usually they're upfront about it. Like, hey, how you doing? I just want to get laid. You know, like I don't even want to know your name. I just want you to come, take care of me, and then get the fuck out. Fair enough, right? I mean, fair enough. Okay, fair enough. A lot of them are mothers. A lot of them, are in the middle of divorces, or they just got divorced, or whatever it is that they have going on in their lives. And so some of them are like, hey, I just want a piece of ass. And so, it happens. But the majority I've found are looking for something long term. They want somebody that they can rely on for the future, And a lot of that also has to do with because they have kids and, or they're divorced and they are lonely or whatever it is, there's a plethora of reasons. But it seems to me that a lot of the women are upfront. Like they're just upfront with it. Like, hey, I just want a piece of ass from you. Or, hey, I want something that's going to be long term. I'm trying to find the person that is going to make me happy, that I can make happy long term. And then there are the scattered few that are just out there home. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. But I have found that since I was younger, the women back then like to play games and act like they're not hoes when they hoes, and like to pretend that they are what they're not, or they're not what they are. And I found that as I've come through to this era of my singleness, that they're a lot more honest. They're not hiding so much. They don't want to be like, oh, I want to be in a relationship with you, and then they're fucking somebody else. You know what I mean? I found as my age increases, the honesty from both sides of the fence increases. Like if I'm like, hey, I just want to tap your ass. I just want a piece. That's not a good way to go about it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying if I were to say something like that, at least I'm being honest. You know what I mean? Or if I was to say, hey, I want a relationship. I want to be with somebody long term. I want to, fill the voids where you're lacking and you fill my voids where I'm lacking, and I want to be able to do that for a long period of time, then, at least I'm being honest about that. Either side of the fence, I've found that there's a lot more honesty in the streets at my age than there was when I was younger. When I was younger, it was all a bunch of bullshit. Everybody was playing each other on some bullshit. But, so there is hope for your idea of what you would like the future to be. It just, start going for some older women, homie. You'd be surprised out there, dog.
I was only just telling you like how
you could be their dime piece, bro. They'd be like, look at my man. He young, he's strappy, he's strong, he's man.
I'm not really on that type of hustle right now. I'm only about the money grind.
You're grinding for you right now, and I get that 100%.
That's why that's why I choose not to. I mean, yeah, it plays a factor into what I'm wanting maybe later. And I say maybe later because I really don't see myself having kids.
Ever? You gonna make that mistake one day.
So really, as if you're asking me right now, this point, right now where I'm at in my life, I really don't see myself having any kids anytime soon. But I've just really just been on my grind, and if I was to get a significant other, I wouldn't be able to give all the time that I would want to give to her, like it should be, just because I'm constantly always working.
Well, I mean, you get with a stripper or a porn star, you don't have to worry about it. There's other people giving her that time, bro. Totally your QT is not a QT no more, dog. She's getting it from somewhere else, bro. You don't have to worry about it.
Totally.
But no, I get where you're coming from.
I'm not in relationship material.
I think what you're doing is you're preparing yourself to be financially structured. I'm trying
to accomplish big things for myself so I can give it to them.
So you can be the best version of you to give to the right person. Is that what I'm catching here? You're setting yourself up to be the best person that you can be for a future person.
For someone else.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
because it's hard to struggle together. You know what I mean? Like if you're both struggling together, it's hard to overcome that.
I'm not trying to be a kid with a kid and have a kid. I'm not trying to do that.
Yeah.
I'm not.
I mean, unfortunately, it happens.
Yeah, but
I was an adult with a kid who had a kid, and at the end of the day, now I'm the only adult. You know what I'm saying? Like,
crazy, man.
And that's not optimal.
I got a lot
but
of
it's the way it works.
I got a lot of examples in my lifetime, like who are showing me or who have shown me what steps not to take.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that being committed is a fear or it's not something that I want to do or I can't do. It's just I can't do that right now.
I understand.
I get you. It's not one of those. Like like how we were fucking off earlier. If you're talking like just we're fucking off.
Yeah.
And it's like a no strings attached.
Well, there's no holds barred. Like, at that point, there's no holds barred.
Then it's whatever.
Yeah.
I know that I'm not inclined or
disinclined
to give you my time. Like it's not expected for me to give you quality time so we can start a life or discuss starting a life together. Like I don't gotta give you any of that if we're just fucking around. But if we're actually carrying a relationship in,
they gotta bring something to the table too. Though that's the main thing. That's my main thing is, if you want to actually be in a relationship with me, then you have to have something to bring to the table. You have to have something to offer. I can't provide you. I can't provide you with everything, and all you're bringing to the table is maybe a tight ass. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not how it works, bro. That's not how it's gonna work. You got to bring something to the table.
Help me.
Yeah. You got to help me while I help you. We both have to mutually bring something to the table. I've found that when I was younger that I'm the only one bringing anything to the table. I got the decent job. I got the the health insurance. I'm paying for the house. I'm paying for the cars. I'm paying for everything. On top of that, I'm treating you well. I get you gifts. I'm getting flowers. I'm doing the stuff I'm supposed to do. And on the back end, I'm not receiving anything. I don't get love back. I don't get no, welcome home, baby. How was your day at work? I don't get none of that. I get some like, hey, when you gonna buy me my next Coach purse, motherfucker? Bitch, you ain't getting a Coach purse no more. I'm done. You know what I mean?
That's why I said. That's why you don't learn everything. That's why you gotta date them, dude. Like
that's what. No, I'm saying I have dated. I'm not saying that I was married to any of them.
And over the course of time, you figure those things.
Caveat: I was married to one, but.
You should
roll that back.
Man, I can't. No, they would obviously even in that dating process. I feel like even then standard should be higher than what y'all are actually setting. Because look, I know a lot of bad bitches out there right now.
Oh, there's plenty
with some busters.
Oh yeah, that happens all the time.
And I'm not talking oh man, well he ain't got this or he ain't got that. I'm talking straight busted, not good to the woman.
Yeah, they be whooping that ass. She a dime piece, and he whooping that ass up and down the street.
It's wild to me,
But she love him. I love him. Bitch, you don't love him. He don't love you either. He love whooping your ass. That's about it.
The whole point of that was they obviously have to bring something to the table. Help me help you. Water me, I water you. Let's go.
Yeah. That's the main thing that I found.
That has to be.
That's one of the most important things that you can have is the mutual give and take in a relationship. One person can't provide everything for the relationship. You both have to provide. And if the other person ain't bringing shit to the table, then guess who it's all left on? One person.
It's a trip.
And I was a dumbass buster back in the day. I was a dumbass buster that's it's all good. I got you. I got you. I'll bring you up with me. We gonna come up together. I got you. Grab my hand. I'll pull you up the ladder. Come on with me. That's who I used to be. But I've learned that that's not okay. That's not how it should be. I should have never been with the people that was like that, where I got to bring you up to my level. No.
It's a learning process.
You should be on my level. We should be on the same playing field. You're providing, I'm providing. Whether you're working or not, or I'm working or not, I'm still providing, or you're still providing. We're still helping each other out in the areas where we can, you know? That's the main staple. Like, if you can build a foundation for a relationship like that, then you'll be great. But if you can't, then there's always going to be animosity. You know, there's always going to be animosity. There's always going to be regret. There's always going to be something to fucking beef about. What do you think?
There's too much of a generational gap between us.
They don't. Nah,
I feel
the generational gap ain't got nothing to do with the basics of a relationship, or does it? Maybe it does. Maybe I'm tripping.
It's too hard for someone. It's too hard for others to trust because motherfuckers be telling lies. Motherfuckers be lying all the time.
That's where that foundation comes in. You got to be able to trust one another.
How long you gotta date somebody before you like make them a girlfriend?
I mean, that's subjective. It really doesn't matter. You can make somebody a girlfriend on your first fucking date. You're just dating. You can break up. You know what I mean? Like, it's nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Dating is y'all can go out and fuck off and see other people. Relationship is you're working towards something with that one person.
I mean,
like, to
a degree, yeah. I mean, just because you go on a date doesn't mean that you're dating. You know what I mean?
That's what you call it, though.
Yeah.
Like, it's in
I suppose.
Like, that's the verb.
You could say I'm seeing somebody. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's
seeing somebody. See, I think of dating as being like you're dating, like you're together, you're mutual.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the fuck up.
Like, my boyfriend or girlfriend, that's when you're dating. You know what I mean?
No, that is
when you're seeing each other, that's when you're like going out to dinner, you're getting to know each other, you're meeting.
Relationship, then marriage.
Then what is seeing each other? If you see each other, what stage are you at?
That's the same thing as dating. Dating is the same thing.
Okay.
You're feeling it out.
Okay.
You're trying to see how that person is.
What sets the basis from dating to relationship?
Y'all make it verbally known. Yo, so
you haven't talked.
We've been going through this steady. All right. So what's up?
All right.
You know, then she's like, yeah.
You want to be with me? I want to be with you. Let's be together.
Now we are actively in a relationship.
Copy.
And then right after that, what happens? Now y'all been together for quite some time, and the motherfucker asked her to marry.
Yeah, or she asked him. Now shit goes crazy nowadays, bro. You know,
that's how it is. Like, I feel like dating is the whole. When you date and see someone, that's the whole process for you to literally see and learn about that individual. And
do you think that all red flags should be cause to pause? Like, if you see any red flag in the dating or relationship period, you should just cut it. Because that's not going to be the right person for you.
I'm pretty.
Or do you think that some red flags you can say, I can get over that, you know?
Well, you have to give me an example.
I don't know.
Give an extreme example.
Extreme example?
Okay. Just a normal.
I'll give you an over the top red flag example. Okay. You're out with your girl, with the person you're dating. Let's say you're dating. Okay. The person you're dating.
All right.
And the waiter comes up and he's a male. Okay. And you notice that she's giving him the googly eyes and he's, flirting with her a little bit at the table, whatever, shit happens, whatever, right? That's a red flag. Because it's like, why she looking at this nigga like he's got goddamn chrome dick? You know what I mean? Like, he ain't chrome dick. Like, that is a red flag, right?
That she was flirting with the waiter?
Being googly eyed with and flirting back, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? Is that a red flag?
If she's on a date with you and she's
correct
doing that,
yes,
we openly know that they're seeing other people. If I'm feeling her,
yeah,
and that happened,
yeah,
I wouldn't talk to her. But if
you would cut it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
that's what I'm saying. Like, that's the red flag that makes you say, okay, I'm done with this. You know what I'm saying?
Both ways. Yeah. If I was feeling her,
I'm done with this.
And that happened, if I started to feel her.
I mean, obviously, it can go the other way around. You could be at the restaurant giving the waitress, being like, what's up, girl? that's a red flag for her at that point, right? At which point, you should probably just be like, yeah, you know, this ain't working between us. You know?
Yeah, what happened that night.
That's what I'm saying. Okay. So that, for instance, is a red flag. So if a red flag pops up at any point during the dating or the relationship process, should you just
some people obviously
sever the hand, or should you say, I mean, it's a one-time thing, you know, the waiter, he's a good-looking guy, like, I get it, you know? Or should you be like, nah, bitch, fat?
No, I told you, I'm pretty harsh. If I was feeling her and that happened,
you would cut.
Like, I wouldn't have no problems cutting her.
That's okay.
Like, all right.
I'm just feeling it out. But I'm just feeling it out. I'm feeling it out for y'all. I'm feeling it out just like, for, you know.
What's an extreme red flag?
Extreme red flag is like you walk in and the nigga's jerking off over a goddamn, I don't know, over a goddamn puppy or some shit. Like, that's an extreme fucking red flag.
What? Whoa, wait. What?
You told me to go, you said extreme. So I went fucking extreme.
What? No, whoa. No.
Like, okay, you walk in, she got peanut butter on her coochie and there's a dog licking her shit. That's an extreme red flag, right? Like, you walk in and, God, what the fuck is going on here? That's an extreme red flag.
That would be some wild shit.
You just cut it off, right? You say, hey, can't do this.
Wow.
I know. You said extreme. I went,
no, I'm not with that.
I'm a habitual line stepper, bro. There's a line, I'm crossing that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
I'm way out.
Okay. I agree with you 100%. I think that, you know, in my younger days, I wasn't so much like that. I'm like, you know, that's a dog, peanut butter. I get it. I like peanut butter. You know what I mean? But, you know, obviously, as my age has increased, my standards have gone fucking up.
I'm not with it at all. I'm gone.
What if you said it's extra chunky just the way you like it, dog?
I'm not with it. I'm not with it. Still not with it.
Oh shit! Why don't you come down here and join Coco and lick this cat?
I'm not with it. That's way out there. That was way.
Hey, you said extreme. Don't go extreme with me unless you're willing to go fucking extreme, bro. I'm just telling you that right now. You should already know this.
Way out.
You should already know this. It is way out. But so let's get this just for the people out there. We just went off on a tangent. You know, we apologize. Not really though.
He went out on a tangent.
Nah, this motherfucker went on a tangent too. We just turned left and kept on driving, but. So red flag is an automatic chop. If you see a red flag, you cut it off at the limbs.
A red flag would be like lying or finding something that I know personally I could do. Like, I don't even mean this in a disrespectful way.
No, say what you gotta say, man.
I don't like ungrateful.
Yeah, no, that's not cool.
I hate
that. And when he says bitches, he means
he
means anybody. That could be male or female. Ungrateful.
I hate that.
Yeah, I'm not down for that.
In a relationship.
I like somebody that
in a relationship.
Thankful for what they got. You know,
in a relationship.
Or what
I'm
they
speaking on it in terms of I guess I'm calling the girl like that, but I mean. That's how it has.
I mean, there's ungrateful dudes out there too. You know what I'm saying?
I'm speaking just on that alone.
Yeah.
Like, because I don't roll like that. With women, I can't stand ungrateful women. Maybe I should put it more simplistic like that.
Yeah.
I don't like the ungrateful ones. Like when you go out and giving them all your time, you're doing something for them, and they know that you're out here on your money
And your time.
You know, you showing them love and dedication, but sometimes it ain't enough. They don't tell you thank you. It's like, again, everybody will say this. It's the little things.
It's like they feel like they deserve it versus the fact that you went out of your way to provide.
Yeah, like it's normal. There's no affirmation behind it.
Like if you take a woman out to dinner, you have dinner, you talk, chop it up, whatever. You pay for the dinner, you know. Hey, I got the tab. Pay for the dinner, and she don't ever say, "Oh, thank you for dinner," or "I appreciate you spending some time with me tonight. I had fun," or whatever.
It's some wild
If
shit.
she just expects you to pay for it, like the bitch just gets up and walks the fuck out of the restaurant as soon as the bill comes. You know what I mean?
No, it's just I don't. Again, it's simply put, like manners.
You know.
Can we have common courtesy, manners?
Pat you on your back. Hey, thanks for dinner, bro. Walks the fuck out on you. You know, you don't want that.
That's wild. Like, and again, there's a lot of them out there and shit. But no, I don't. I can't stand a bitches. I can't stand a bitch without no manners. Like, damn, man.
I can't stand people, and that goes for everybody. That are ungrateful.
People without manners too. I get it's just to the extreme, considering the fact that you're actually trying to like
pursue this person, or at least
like, you know,
or at least see what's there in the first place. You know.
But even at that point, like once you see how they actually are, I mean, you judge for yourself. A lot of motherfuckers make dumb decisions. You know what I mean?
You can cut it off. That's a red flag, right? So you cut it.
Bad judgment. Like,
so you cut it down.
Ungrateful, stubborn. You know, I'm not with that. Yeah. I'm not with it at all. Yeah.
Flexibility is definitely a big thing in a relationship. Like,
I got no problem with her being right all the time. Happy wife, happy life, dog.
Nah, see, I don't know about all that.
Make it easy.
Cause what if your wife is happy fucking your neighbor? Happy wife, happy life? Fuck that bitch.
Look at this dude.
I'm just saying, I don't believe in happy wife, happy life. I think both people deserve to be happy, bro.
I'm putting it in context of just me and her monogamous. Happy wife, happy life, that shit.
But if you're not happy, then what?
Nothing else.
Then what? What if you're not happy?
What do you mean?
You just said happy wife, happy life. What if you're not happy? What if husband's not happy? Then what? Then fuck you because she happy? Fuck her.
In my terms, I'm happy. That's why it's called happy wife.
Are you happy?
Yes, that's why it's called happy wife.
No,
happy life.
they call it that because they want you to shut the fuck up and do what she said.
Man, my man is crazy.
Yeah, your man is tripping.
No.
Then what is this saying? It's saying as long as she's happy, you're not allowed to be unhappy, right? Or you're supposed to be happy because she's happy.
Let me ask you something. I'm gonna reference the George Lopez episode.
Ooh, bring it to me. Go ahead.
When George and Angie argue about who's doing more fucking work in the house. Does it really matter who's doing more work in the fucking house?
No.
That's the shit right there that y'all shouldn't be arguing.
You're supposed to pick up each other's slack, so it's not a big deal. It shouldn't even come up.
The moment she starts feeling unappreciated is the moment. It's like the beginning of a new end.
Yeah. But what happens when you feel unappreciated? As long as she feels appreciated, you good.
We should.
She could dog on you, but she happy.
I'm giving you the example of that fight should have never happened. That should have literally been let her think what she wants to think. I'm on that. Let her think what she wants to think.
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, you can't
because even on her,
you can't impose your will.
Even on her end, knowing that she got the kids, she does the laundry, she picks them up from school.
Yeah, she does all the shit at the house.
She's doing all that. She's doing all that other stuff.
But he's out grinding,
George is
right?
Out there grinding. Like, why you got to talk about anything
Y'all
else?
both, you even each other out. You're taking care of the house shit while he's taking care of business.
That right there is an argument that's something that shouldn't have ever even been discussed.
But where does that play into happy wife, happy life?
When he finally
says, "Oh baby, you're doing more than me."
When he talks to his in-law, he tells him when a girl starts to feel unappreciated, that's the beginning of something. It's the beginning of something more.
Something worse, right?
Yeah. And then he's kind of like, "Oh man, damn."
But is it not?
That's the potential that she could possibly.
Is it not?
And then
reciprocal.
And then he turns around and said, "Oh man, this contest ain't shit.
Is it not reciprocal?
We shouldn't be doing none of this."
If you feel unappreciated, does it matter? That's what I'm asking. Happy wife, happy life. We all know the fucking saying. But if you're not fucking happy, does it not have an effect on the relationship that can have long-term effects that are disastrous?
That has to be on a different subject. I'm giving it on TV.
I honestly think they just said that shit because it fucking rhymes, nigga. I don't think they give a fuck.
This on TV subjects. I'm not gonna argue with my
Happy
kid.
spouse, fuck your house. You know, like what the fuck, man? I can rhyme too. Goddamn it.
I'm not going to. Why would you want to argue with your girl?
That's not what I'm saying, bro. I'm not saying anything like that. I'm not saying
argue like. On what I mean by happy wife, happy life is why would you want to argue with your girl to begin with?
You don't want to. Nobody wants to argue with the fucking girl. Nobody wants that. You don't want that beef. You don't want that beef in the house. Trust me. You don't want that beef. But
like have an actual argument over something that matters.
But
maybe she doesn't spend too much on a Dior bag.
But what if you're not feeling appreciated?
That type of way.
What if you come home and she's basically giving you the fucking hand? You come home from work and she's like, fuck you.
Then I obviously done fucked up somewhere.
But she's happy. She's happy as fuck because she's fucking a neighbor. So she's happy. She's smiling and shit. She's like, hi. And you're like, hey, baby, nice thing. She's like, I'm good. Happy wife, happy life. Fuck that shit. Everybody needs to be fucking happy. Fuck that shit.
This dude, man. You're not getting it.
I'm getting it. You're not getting it. You're not understanding that what they're fucking pumping into your fucking head is as long as she's happy, you should shut the fuck up.
You're not getting it.
When in all reality, y'all both need to be fucking happy. You need to be able to both come together and be happy.
Happy life, pick and choose your fights.
That's
little simple shit.
That's a relationship, dog.
Little simple shit. Why are you fighting about that? Make it easy.
You don't fight over stupid shit.
If y'all.
But if you're feeling some type of way, you should be able to say something about it.
If she punched your kid,
she got the gun.
There you go. Now that's a fight.
No, it's not a fight. You got the gun.
You got to.
No, that's not a fight. There's no fighting happening. Here's your bags. Goodbye.
Yeah.
That ain't no fight.
That's it. I'm giving you.
That ain't no fight. If you punch her kid, you're gonna be in the same fucking space. You know what I'm saying?
Like pick and choose your fights. Like, no, happy is still happy wife, happy life.
I suppose.
Think about what you did in the past. You can't tell me at one time in the past there's not once happy wife, happy life. You pick and chose your battles when you thought about when you were fighting with her. Like, damn, why am I even fighting with her about this?
Yeah.
This shit is stupid.
That's 99.99% of the arguments is because she got to bring up some shit that don't even fucking matter, bro.
Let her talk. They love to talk.
Because, we don't like to fight. Well, not we as in everyone, but a lot of men, we would rather avoid the conflict. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever, girl, you good. You be mad. I'm happy for you that you're mad. When you're over it, let me know. We're not trying to fight. I'm not at least. I'm not trying to fight. I'm trying to fight that shit.
If I know something that she's telling me is just AWOL, I'm gonna roll with it. If she told me if she's fucking me and she done told me one day I ain't shit, all right, she'd be over it tomorrow. Like, come on.
Yeah.
There are gonna be times where.
I suppose, man. I don't know. That's a deep blow to your. That's a deep blow to your inner ego, bro.
Because then at that point, not really.
If she come up to you and she's like, "You ain't shit. Your dick ain't shit. That's why I'm fucking a neighbor." You just gonna be like, "All right, she'll be over tomorrow," or you gonna be like, "The fuck she's gonna say?"
All right, he's next door.
On some Tupac shit. That's why I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker.
When do you
come on, man.
Would you like to take your shit out my place? That's how the next conversation will go. Great.
Okay.
But if
that's what I'm saying.
I'm speaking on happy wife, happy life. She's loyal to you. You're living every day.
I mean, if y'all are loyal to each other, what you beefing about?
If she said,
what she got not to be happy about?
Even if she done told me we had an argument where she was just mad and she told me I wasn't shit, I would obviously know.
I mean, they'll tell you ain't shit.
Because if it was true, she obviously wouldn't be in the position where she's at with me to begin with.
You ain't shit. Your daddy ain't shit. Your mama ain't shit. You ain't shit.
But if it was on your dynamic, which you always got to talk about, that's why I'm fucking the neighbor. If it was on that, it's easy. Okay, when would you like to move your shit out? When would you like to go?
When? Not when. The movies will be here in the morning. The movies will be here in the morning. That's all you gotta do. All you gotta do is be like, the movies will be here in the morning. You just put a tag on all the shit that's leaving. you know, and they'd get it out here. You can have it all. I don't give a fuck. I'll buy new shit. I ain't tripping. You know?
That's crazy. No, I'm not in the mental mindset to even really think about marriage.
I'm not saying nothing about you being married, bro.
If that, I mean, it's crazy to me. It's way too crazy. That life is real crazy to me.
I think that
it's because I'm not in the mental mind state for that.
I would say this to the listeners and everybody's like,
shout out Minute Maid.
I get the happy wife, happy life. I understand it. I know where it comes from. I get the dynamic of it. But I feel like it's used so much in a manner which there's no perspective on it, where they're basically saying, like, as long as she's happy, you should shut the fuck up. You know, there's no like, hey, you know, you deserve to be happy too. Like, if she has a happy husband, then her life will be fucking happy as well. Just like if she's happy, your life will be happy as well. Like, it's mutual, bro. She doesn't have more pull in a relationship than you have in a relationship. It's supposed to be mutual. So y'all both need to be happy. And if one of you is not happy, then it'll fuck the relationship up, regardless of which one it is. You know what I mean? That's my perspective. I just hate that saying because it just seems so fucked up. But
I just think you're thinking too deep into that.
Of course I am.
Statement.
Of course I am.
I think it's really.
I'm a modern day philosopher, motherfucker.
Just go with it. You want to pick your fights instead.
Like, of course you want to pick your fights. You don't never just willy-nilly go out there arguing about some dumbass shit. You know?
I do my best not to argue. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Men usually avoid conflict. We're not into conflict.
Because 9 times out of 10, if we're arguing about some dumb shit, like,
it's some dumb shit.
You're gonna go. Like, I'm like,
yeah. There's no point.
I really don't. I'm not saying that I ain't patient, but it's just you can only handle so much bullshit, right? Of course, like, think about all the rappers who like talk about this. Fuck bitches, get money. Big Bill.
M.O.B.
Never trust a bitch that'll fuck you for some purses.
M.O.B.
Like, there's a lot of shit going on. Like, the game is wild. So, like, why would you be patient over some shit like that?
Yeah.
Again, I'm only talking on like the single perspective. I know where, like, listen, if I met some bad chick who had it going on,
would you trust her?
Yeah, why not? Self-made, she's on her game. She's on. Yeah, why not? No risk, no reward. You gotta take chances. You take chances every day.
That's the main problem out here in the streets, though, is motherfuckers don't trust each other. That's why it's so hard to get in a relationship, especially when you've been in one, and the motherfucker ain't trustworthy. You trusted them, but then they break that trust. So then the next motherfucker got to pay for that nigga's mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, well, my last boyfriend cheated on me, so let me see your phone. Let me smell your dick. You know? Like, the fuck, bitch? No.
You can't blame them.
You're not. It's not that you're blaming them so much as they're blaming you. You know what I'm saying?
You can't blame them for what they're doing.
Let me smell your dick.
Because it happens.
You know?
Like,
you know how many times I heard that shit?
No.
Let me smell your dick. Like, what the fuck do you think I'm cheating on you for? What the fuck did I do? Goddamn. Well, let me smell it then if you ain't hiding nothing. You want to smell it? Smell my fucking dick. Smell it. Smell it. I've been at work all day. That shit is not going to smell good, bitch. Have fun. Hey, you know, from the gutter to the 10th floor, that's where I'm at, bro. You know, I started dating from the gutter, bro. And now I'm up on the 10th floor now, and I can see how crazy. I can see how crazy the shit was from below. Now I'm looking up top, looking down, like, God damn, you right, these motherfuckers is crazy. But when you start in the gutter, that's all you got to work with is gutter. You know? That's all you got to work with. Don't no fancy woman want to come over to my piece of shit fucking apartment I'm living at with my moms and my 4 other siblings. You know what I'm saying? Nah, she's living up there in the high life, up on the mountainside. You know? She want nothing to do with me. The only girl wants something to do with me, the bitch that live around the corner with her goddamn siblings and her mom and dad in a small ass fucking apartment. you know. And she's living the same life I'm living. We both living that hood life or whatever. You know, we out here fucking messing around with the D boys and shit as kids backpacking dope. You know, I mean that's what it is. But as my level stepped up, my perspective stepped up because I could see more. You know, you can't see the forest from the trees, right? So you gotta get outside of the trees, and then you're like, oh shit, there's a whole fucking forest out here. Like, damn, I've been fucking with these goddamn fruits and berries, and there's fucking meat right there, you know. But when you're in it, you can't see outside of it. So I started from let me smell your dick. You know what I mean? Like, hey, let me smell your dick. Or Tito told me that you know Tommy saw you with Rebecca, and Rebecca was holding your hand. So you're telling me that it took 9 people to tell you that I'm supposedly holding some girl hand? I don't know what's that damn. Well, that's what they said. I believe it. Ah, shit. I think whatever. I'm gonna fuck that bitch up when I see her at school. All right, then do what you gotta do. I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna laugh if that bitch whoop your ass.
Crazy.
What's that?
You got a history with crazy women.
I have a history with crazy
You got a
women.
history with crazy women. No, we won't even ever reach that part. See, that's the thing with me. Like, we wouldn't even reach to that part where she's like, "Let me go through your phone," type shit. If she ain't my girlfriend, she ain't my wife, she ain't my one and only. You can't do that. You're not going through shit. If you my wife and you want to go through it, you can have that.
Yeah.
Ain't no password on it anyway. Ain't no password on it right now.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm not even really saying like that's like big ups. That's like, but sometimes like when I go out on dates and stuff, they're like, you got no password on your phone. I don't use it as like, oh, I'm gaming them, but I like, why do I need a password? I ain't got nothing. I ain't shit on that phone. Yeah. You know, like it's a phone. The fuck. So I mean, some of them look at it like, damn.
You got all your secrets in the panty drawer at your house.
She said, let me go through this shit. No, let me go through it. I mean, I guess that's the perception. But even if you did ask them without the password, I tell you no. Like we're not.
They don't have the right.
We're not there.
Yeah, they ain't got the right.
If we were dating, and I was actually feeling the girl, and it became an issue, like, oh, you know, I want to go through your phone. I let her see it. Yeah. Why would I not? If I don't show her the phone, she's gonna think that I'm fucking off, even when I'm not fucking off. Because that goes down to happy wife, happy life right there. You know, you ain't doing nothing wrong. You can have it. Yeah. In the meantime, when you go through it and you don't find nothing, you gonna go cry about it. You know, I feel dumb for a little bit. Then come back. Tell me
speaking on that,
hey,
speaking on that, I had a motherfucker. Speaking on that, my ex-wife, dog. Okay, let me see if I'm doing my phone, right? She's going through all my shit, bro. All of it, bro. Go through my email, all that shit, nothing, right? So just because you know she had to find something to me, right? She went into the spam, and you know how you spam, you be getting all type of crazy shit. You fucking spam, all type crazy shit. She's like, "Who's this bitch in Russia? Fucking email the fuck." Yeah, the bitch that's from Russia that's emailing you. Who the fuck is this bitch talking about you can get some pussy whenever you want it? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, what are you even looking at? She's like, it's in the spam. Oh, hell no.
There's a time.
Oh, hell.
There's a time.
Jesus save this woman, please.
There's a time and place for that.
There ain't no time and place for fucking spam.
No, I'm saying there's a time and place for like them rummaging through your stuff.
I don't care. I didn't care she rummaged through it. What bothered me was the fact that she was so hell bent that they have to find something to be mad at. It's like, come on, man, get off.
At that point, yeah, I let her do what she does, and then she can feel dumb in the meantime. I mean, I ain't gonna put her down. Like, okay, you're gonna be mad about it. You'll get over it eventually because you know I didn't fuck up. So, and I'm not even using that as like a pity thing or like I'm gaming it in some way. It's just, you know, it is what it is. But
I just don't understand.
But if we weren't dating, it wasn't that serious, and she knew
it shouldn't matter in the first place.
Yeah, she try to be like, hey, you know, I'm going through it. Nah, I'm not with it. It'd be even more of a problem if. How would you feel if you caught her going through it and you were at that phase where
Or what?
You wouldn't have to show her.
What do you mean?
If she was going through, if
Oh, like,
I caught her going
if you woke up, if you wake up and she's done used the Face ID or the thumbprint and got in your phone and is going through your phone.
However you want to put it. She got into it, you see her.
I mean, I wouldn't care. I mean, that's none of her business anyways, but for real, I wouldn't trip.
At that point, I know.
I wouldn't trip. I know who you are at that point.
I know that she's probably either really insecure or she's like really feeling it.
Or,
and then I'll ask her
or she feeling guilty because she. That's always on the bad side.
That's cool.
You know what I'm saying? Guilty people prosecute other people, bro.
Shit happens. I get it. All right. People want to have hoes. People want to do.
Do they want to have hoes?
But the way
there's some.
But the way it is right now, I mean, people want to have hoes. Okay. You know. It's all in music, you know. They always talk about fucking somebody's bitch.
That ain't got nothing to do with
fuck the bitch and give her back.
That's music, bro. A lot of these motherfuckers is married, talking about, oh yeah, I'm fucking all these bitches. Nigga, no, you ain't. You go home to your wife, or she cut your dick off.
Like they don't rap.
It's just in the music. They're not living that life. They're not living what they rap. They're not living that life, man. This is not the '90s, bro. This is the 2000 something when motherfuckers is actually. You know, I'm fucking all these bitches. You turn around and look, and he's dating a goddamn man. You know what I mean? Like that's the reality that we live in now. It's all fucking fake bullshit. You know, I mean, there's the few in between that are actually living what they preach, but 99% of the time, they just bullshit with you anyway. It's just a way to market, it's a way to sell shit. You know,
they still selling, but bitches get money in music.
That's been since the early '90s.
I love it.
You know,
I absolutely love it.
But you know, even Jay-Z got married. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a point in your life where you're like, I got to settle down. I got to do my thing.
Don't you think that's why? Don't you think that is why the women of your generation are saying what they're saying to you? They're already upfront telling you what they want because they don't want to play games.
Yeah,
the young girls play games. That's another thing. Like, I'm cool. Again, I'm cool with the games they play if they just want to fuck. Y'all want to fuck? All right, cool, bet, whatever. You know, but if it's the game where they're like, oh man, well, you know, I'm trying to be a homeboy. I'm gonna act like I'm gonna be with homeboy. I'm gonna fuck two other dudes on the side and not tell nobody. None of them know about. Like, now it's just like, man, you're doing too much.
Yeah,
you're doing way too much. It's so much easier to just come out from the jump and be like, yo, I'm dating multiple dudes. Or I'm fucking multiple dudes. You got a problem with it? Like, it's so much easier that way. Like,
yeah, I mean,
there's too much.
It's easier to just be honest.
There's too much running around the object. You just be straight up with what you want. Even if you get shot down, like, you're still telling them what it is.
Yeah.
You know, like, how else? They talk about shooting their shot all the time. Like, that shit is fucking. I'm like, just okay. You talking about doing it? Just do it. Like, I don't think it's that hard. Yeah. You know? But I'm in no position right now to even want to talk about.
Yeah, we've been on for 130.
Or even be about.
We've been on for 130, son.
I'm not even trying to be on the fees right now.
Yeah, we've been on for 130. You think we should just keep on rolling?
That's not my main concern.
You want to just keep rolling with it? We've been on for 130, bro.
Keep rolling?
Yeah. All right. What do you think about?
We're gonna do some AWOL shit, aren't we?
All right. Let's.
No. You know what? No, I'm gonna go in. I'll go ahead.
You already know.
I'm not even gonna let him finish that. No.
You gonna cut me off at the heel, man? Come on, man.
Well, let's talk on more serious.
Not sponsored, but a fan.
Again, shout out Minute Maid.
Minute Maid.
Shout out Minute Maid.
Shout out to the Wild Turk.
This is nice.
So nice. They say it twice. Minute Maid.
Let's talk about some real shit that's happening in the world. What are your thoughts on the mass shootings?
You don't know what my thought is on a mass shooting? Like, for real? My thought on the mass shootings is these motherfuckers knew that they was fucking crazy.
That's all I'm done.
They knew these motherfuckers was crazy.
To really be honest, it's some GTA roleplay.
Nah, they knew these motherfuckers was crazy.
GTA roleplay.
Like, I'm gonna put it out there on the streets like this. I'm a felon, motherfuckers. I'm not allowed to own a gun, okay? I'm not gonna sit here and say that I haven't owned a gun, but I'm not supposed to own a fucking gun, okay? And I can't own a gun because I'm a felon, but you got these motherfuckers out here that ain't never done nothing wrong in their life. They good little boys and girls, but they out here mass shooting motherfuckers.
It's crazy.
But you telling me I can't have a gun? I'm a goddamn veteran. You know what I'm saying?
It's serious.
I got a non-violent fucking crime, you know, but I can't have a fucking gun. So, come on now, get off that bullshit.
That's wild. The mass shootings, that shit's wild.
But they let these motherfuckers roam free. They're like, hey man, you want a gun? You're 18, you want a gun? Oh, my boss pissed me off today. I'm gonna go kill everybody in the goddamn shop. What the fuck?
More strict laws. We need more strict
The laws ain't gonna help. The laws don't help. You can still get a gun. I'm a felon, motherfucker. I can go get a gun today, right now. If I want a gun, I will go fucking get one.
We need strict laws.
Laws don't help.
That don't allow them to get it.
Laws don't help.
I'm not.
I literally just told you I can go get a fucking gun.
They take them away.
A psycho can go get a fucking gun today.
But like the dudes who shot up the FedEx, there was like supposedly they were clear signs.
His moms.
Yeah, mental health.
His moms
And they still sold
had the FBI look into him because she said my son is fucking crazy.
That's some wild shit. They still sold it to him. Like he can answer that form. Whatever.
You can lie for him.
Yeah, you might know. Motherfucker. It's crazy. We need better things in place for that.
But there's nothing that you can do though, because you can't evaluate the mental state of a person for the future based on today.
The next thing that would have to be dealt with is the other thing that no one wants to happen. Crazy shit will happen and pop off on it.
Take guns.
Fucking took that shit away.
They can't do that either.
They can't do
that.
that.
The Constitution.
They cannot.
We have the right to bear fucking arms.
They cannot do that.
You know,
the motherfuckers is out here killing like crazy. No.
I mean, what I think they should do is they should make the punishment humiliating and horrific as fuck.
What, on mass shootings? What,
yeah.
Any mass shooting, you deserve what? Death?
No. Death is too easy. I said humiliating. Humiliating.
That's like that. I mean,
humiliating.
No, I mean, murder is murder.
They cut your dick off on HL Live or some shit.
Murder is murder.
So everybody can watch. Everybody can watch you.
Murder is murder.
That way you can't fucking recreate. You can't fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, they need to do some shit where motherfuckers gonna be like, I ain't shooting no goddamn body. I ain't shooting no fucking body.
But you still gonna have those motherfuckers out there who still do it.
It'll make them think way harder than twice.
Like, you still will have them still do it. Like,
maybe.
I think that's just, it's too easy. We're making it too
easy. What if they just let the vultures pick at you until you die? You get the death penalty, but you just put you in the desert and you fucking die that way. You know what I'm saying?
Vets in armed forces are the only ones allowed to have automatic weapons. I mean, there could be some crazy shit, right? A normal kid goes.
Yeah, but you can't stop everybody. That's the thing.
A normal kid goes into the gun shop and it's like, hey, I'm trying to buy this AR. Well,
I could go get an AR today, though. That's the thing. I could go get an AR today.
Whatever, what branch, where you at, like.
I could get an AR today, bro.
Can we make that like?
I'm trying to explain it to you. That's not how it works. I can go get an AR today.
Black market.
Because there will always be an underground railroad of guns.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Anybody can get anything that they want.
People are dying.
You know what I'm saying?
It's not it. The next.
The only way to do it is to make the punishment so fucking bad that you don't want to. It won't stop it, but it will cut it way the fuck down.
Even if we made the penalty execution, they still do it.
Not execution. That's what I'm telling you. Execution is too easy.
I'm jumping off the deep end with them. Like,
execution is too easy.
To mass shoot this up and they pick me up today, I'm done. All right, man.
I'm talking like they jerk you off until you have blue balls, don't let you come, and then they have bitches just come punch you in the nuts for the rest of your life. You just have blue balls and get your nuts punched all day.
Dude, that's some wild shit.
Hey, that's some shit that'll make you think twice, though, isn't it? Would you go kill a motherfucker for that shit?
This dude again.
If they're like, yo, dog, you go into FedEx, you start killing these motherfuckers. Do you know what you got to go through for the rest of your life? Shit, you think I'm not legitimately saying that. I'm saying, but that's the type of shit I'm saying is something so horrific and so goddamn humiliating that you would not want to do that shit. That's the only way. It's the only way to cut it down.
This dude is wild.
That's the only way to cut it down. Is to make it humiliating
We need something.
and horrific.
We need something to implement.
You can't implement shit. Good luck. Good luck. That's all I gotta say to that. Good luck. You can't stop it. You cannot stop it.
We're out here.
Anybody can get a gun today. A 9-year-old kid can go get a gun today. Right now.
That's just
right fucking now.
That's stupid.
And there's nothing that a law or implementation can do to stop it. Nothing. The only way to make it fucking, you have to make the punishment so bad that the crime is not worth it.
People think
Only way to do it.
No, it wouldn't matter. Even then, that wouldn't matter.
It would cut it down drastically.
There are laws set in stone right now on crimes that people still do it anyway.
Yeah. But guess what they're not doing? They're not getting publicly humiliated, and they're not getting horrific treatment.
They think
horrific treatment.
Public humiliation is the answer. That's wild. That's crazy. No, that wouldn't be it.
How would that not be it?
That's not.
At that point, it's not only disgracing you, it's disgracing your family. It's disgracing everybody that knows you. It's disgracing everything.
We don't.
That's the only way. The only way is punishment, bro.
We don't want that to be like, hey, I'm gonna let it happen. Now we humiliate him.
No, it's not. Hey, we let it happen. It makes him think I don't want to do this shit because I don't want to be humiliated.
They'll be the ones out there to be like, you know what?
It's not about stopping it completely. You cannot stop it completely. It will never stop completely. It's about cutting it off drastically. Instead of having how many this week? 7, 8 this week?
What's the age range with those?
Instead of having 7 this week, we have 1. Maybe 2. Right? It's not stopping them all, but it's fucking stopping a dramatic amount, a drastic amount. So that instead of going out and being like, no, I'm gonna kill my goddamn boss and I'm gonna kill every motherfucker in this building, you say, you know what? No, I'm good. I'm good. I just quit. You know, I just quit normal because I ain't going through this shit like that.
No, they'll still do it. They'll still do it. You're
saying you think all 8 would have still happened.
Yeah.
All 8 would have still happened.
Yes. It still would have went down.
You think so?
Yes. They were willing to die for this shit. Imagine. The ones that will actually go out and shoot someone else, like point blank, they're ready to die.
Sometimes.
They're ready to
Sometimes they want to live. Sometimes they're just trying to prove a fucking point.
And what? You really don't have no points to prove. When you're armed and ready to go, you're going to get taken out. They're like, what? What is there to do at that point? You wipe them out. The only way you stay alive is if you wipe them out,
drop your guns and lay on the ground.
And you're done. Yeah. They will come in, then they'll pick you up, and then you can talk to them however you like about what the fuck you did, whatever you did. Most of the time.
Sometimes they kill themselves. Sometimes they don't.
There you go. As in, they're ready to die. Any motherfucker who's out there going out, they're ready.
I mean, I suppose.
They are ready to die. So I'm pretty sure, just like you said, death was too easy. No. Oh, man, I'm going to get to stay alive, and they're going to do some extreme humiliation to me. Bro, they're ready to go. They were ready to go the moment they left the shop with the intentions of doing whatever the fuck. What was the age? Like, I don't even know the age group of the shooters right now with it. Were they
one was like 19. I don't know the ages of the other.
Why would make it so easy for them to get a gun at 18? Motherfuckers don't even know what credit is at 18. Motherfuckers don't even know how to save $100 at 18.
Yeah, I don't know.
And I'm not even really bashing it like that, but come on, man.
Yeah,
we gotta get better at this. Like, that shit shouldn't be happening to begin with.
Megan. Waiting for the off the wall. We are off the wall.
Off the wall. You
Yeah.
off the wall? No. It's always on some crazy shit.
So we're gonna go ahead and put an end to this cast. We will be back, and y'all, we're just gonna let this one marinate out there in the stratosphere, and see what comes back. But thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for coming to ReL TaK. My man, you got anything to say for last words?
No.
All right, here we go.